Hey folks, I just want to give an initial impressions review of Lightspeed Broadband here in the UK. As you can see, I've got the Eero Pro 7 router they sent me, all set up and working. I've had this going now for about 4 days. No issues to report. I do want to say that Lightspeed have not sponsored this video. Okay, I have purchased their service just as you would have to. What I will say is if you do want to go ahead and use Lightspeed as your provider, check out the friend code I'll leave in the description of this video, because if you sign up with that, we'll both get 2 months free service from them. So when I was moving into this new house, I was searching for broadband providers, and it turned out that Lightspeed popped up on the list. I'd not heard of them before. They are an altnet. They don't use the BT Openreach network, so they use their own network, which is actually stronger than the Openreach network because it gives you symmetrical speeds. I chose the 2 gigabit per second connection, which is 2 gigabit per second down and up, which is just perfect for me as a creator of content, not just a consumer. And it also comes bundled with the Eero Pro 7, which is supposed to be a fantastic router, and from my testing with it so far, I can say that it is. So we're on Saturday. They're coming to do the actual main installation on Monday, so in a couple of days' time. We did get an engineer around yesterday, and I wasn't actually here at the time, but he was able to do what he needed to do, which was climb up this pole here at the back of our property and install the fibre cable down here, and then just coming down here, rolled up, ready for the install team, but I think the cable's going to be going in around there, so we'll see what happens on Monday. And after that, it was just about waiting for installation day. Okay, so it's installation day. It's 1:05. The engineer's booked in between 1 and 5, so I've not heard anything yet. I don't know if they'll call or just turn up, but I'll let you know what happens. And I just wanted to update you guys that it's exciting times, about to get, hopefully, 2 gigabit internet for the first time ever in my life. So in the end, the chap came, I want to say about 5:30. It was a little bit late. I was last on the list. He had some trouble with his last job, but it was great. He worked really hard. He got all this done in the dark. Okay, it is nearly winter, and it's working fantastically. So out here, we have the fibre cable just running down into the box that he installed onto the wall. So this splices the fibre, I believe, and then sends it into the property on the other side. So I'll just take you through there. And then on the other side, we have the modem / optical network terminal, the ONT, and 3 green lights is what we want to see. So this will connect directly into your router. And in the case of the service that I purchased from UFibre, that's going to be the Eero Pro 7. So all it requires is an Ethernet cable. Now, as you can see, I've got it connected into this network panel here. And this is something I installed myself because I wanted to put the router in a different location. So I've got this cabled up outside and around to the other side of the house. And just to show you my networking job, here's the Ethernet cable coming from the front of the house, down here, over here, oh, hang on, there we go, over here, down here, and then under the window into the back of the house, directly into the utility room. So apologies, it's a bit messy in here. I've not tidied up since completing that job. But you can see, comes in here and then connects directly into the Eero Pro 7 that Lightspeed sent to me. And just to clarify, I'm using Cat 6A cable to do the networking, which is this here. Fantastic cable, rated up to 10 gigabits per second, up to 100 meters. So this is going to be absolutely fine. I've just done a speed test to the router itself. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is 2 gigabits per second down and 2 gigabits per second up, which is absolutely perfect. So that's to the router, not to my phone. So I'll just go ahead and run a speed test, obviously very close to the router, just next to it. So this is probably going to be about as best as we're going to get over Wi-Fi. But straight away, we're getting 1.6, 1.7. Can we hit 1.8? Yes, we can. Very close to that 2 gigabit limit, which is actually very, very impressive over Wi-Fi. And what I love about the position where I've put the router right now is that this is going to give a good Wi-Fi connection all over the house. So I haven't even had to add any mesh nodes in order to increase signal. Now, yes, that signal will drop, but I'll be using cable connections where need be onto computers and what have you, and then just phones, smart TVs, and that will be absolutely sufficient when it comes to, say, 200 to 300 megabits per second, which is the lowest this drops in the furthest room upstairs. So that's really, really good. I'm really happy with the result. Now, the Eero app is fairly basic. It does what you need it to do. But if you do want advanced networking, then this probably isn't going to be the system for you. Wi-Fi, you can change your SSID and your password. You can enable a guest Wi-Fi network, but there is no dedicated smart device network or an Internet of Things network. One thing I will note is that MLO, multi-link operation, which is something I really like, was turned off by default, so I did have to turn that on. If you do have devices that support MLO, then you'll definitely want to enable this. And what I will say overall, and I've been using this now for about 3 or 4 days, so not long-term use, but so far I have been really impressed. The connection has been very stable, very reliable. I've not had any dropouts, it's not had any issues, and the actual installation procedure was as smooth as anything. I didn't really need to do anything. Obviously, I've cabled around the house in order to do a little bit more, get Ethernet cable around for faster connections. That's optional. You guys probably won't need to do that unless you really want to. And the Eero Pro 7 router is a great, reliable bit of kit. It's just a shame that the app doesn't give you much in terms of advanced settings. I would say in this day of smart devices where we've all got security cameras, smart plugs, smart bulbs, and loads of other smart things, shame about me, I'm not that smart, but a lot of smart devices, no dedicated IoT network. Would have liked to have seen that. But even so, everything still works on the main Wi-Fi network. And I would definitely give Lightspeed Broadband a thumbs up after 4 days, but I will do a more long-term review in maybe a year or so. But guys, if you're thinking of upgrading your broadband connection and want a very strong symmetrical performance connection with high download and upload speeds at prices that are, let's be honest, not only rivaling but often cheaper than the main providers that work through the Openreach or Virgin network, then I definitely encourage you to check Lightspeed out if they are available in your area. And don't forget to use my friend code, which I'll leave in the description of this video, and if you do so and you sign up, we'll both get 2 months free. What's not to love about that, eh? So hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Thanks for checking out the review, and I'll see you next time.